What's up, Cyberhawks? It's your man Eric. In today's video, I just wanted to do a quick one going over a mistake I made in cybersecurity, and that was falling for I guess spam, or I guess actually a phishing email. I freaking fell for a phishing email at my first job being a security analyst, which is crazy because you would think, yeah, that wouldn't happen. But let me just, I guess, tell you the story. It was like my first day. Yeah, I think it was my first or second day at the company, and I get an email right after lunch. So it was like right after lunch, I logged back in, and I'm going through my emails, and literally maybe like 2 or 3 minutes after lunch, I get an email that looks like it's from the CEO of the company. So, I mean, at this time period in my head, I'm like, okay, I don't really know like the structure of all the emails yet, from this company, because I'm brand new. I don't think I posted that I was actually working for this company at all. So I don't see how anybody would know or have my email address. Like this kind of like what I'm thinking in my head. And even though I'm looking at the email, it seemed like it was just perfect time, and it seemed like they waited until I came back from lunch. My teams showing up online, thinking like, I'm thinking that the CEO at that time period, I guess I didn't know he was CEO. I thought he was just like somebody like higher up at Acer, somebody higher up at my company. And I'm like, okay, yeah, he's probably just waiting until, I got back from lunch, saw that I was there, messaged me, or just waited until after lunch to send a message. I forgot what it was about, but it was about something like sending them like my contact info or something like that. And I want to say I ended up sending my phone number or something like that, but I didn't send anything else on that. And then like 5 minutes after that, I'm like, you know what? Let me go through some of the like few emails that I've already gotten from this company, kind of see if it matches up. And like it just felt off. It felt off. And then after I did my own little investigation, I'm like, yeah, I don't think this was actually the CEO. I don't think this was actually the higher ranking person at all. And I ended up messaging my team. They were able to like look into it real quick. Saw that I guess I didn't like send them any like, I guess company info or XYZ. It was just like my number. Actually, you know what? I lied somewhat. I used one of my Google Voice numbers. I do remember I sent one of my Google Voice numbers because I was still kind of like, I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I'll just use one of those numbers because I can still like access it. So I can still get, messages or whatnot. But anyway, yeah, I found out it wasn't really like a big deal at all. I guess it was somebody trying to get, information from people. Again, I don't know how they got my email address because I felt like I didn't like post anything about me getting that job at that point. And I know going further, if I do end up switching positions, I'm not going to make any type of like announcements of the exact company that is until maybe I'm like, months in and I'm like understanding of the structure, of XYZ. But yeah, that happened. I did address it with my team. They were able to look into it, bam, get that person, blocked. We didn't see any type of other message from that person until maybe like 2 or 3 months later. I think somebody else either fell for it or sent us a message or in regards to something similar to that. And I saw that immediately. I'm like, oh yeah, this is probably somebody similar to that. Let the team know, block, bam, 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 got that situated. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video kind of just talking about that. You can still fall for stuff. It sucks, especially I really felt bad at that period because I'm like, dang, I just started and I'm already messing up. Like it's like my first day, but I'm still here. I'm still grinding. I'm still, doing my thing in cyber. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, hey, mistakes happen. Being able to address those mistakes, let the team know. If you make a mistake, that's always golden. If you're starting out a company, it is kind of, different on how you're analyzing how they send emails and like the structure of how everything, is compared to maybe like your previous company and other companies, that you work for. So I would just say, stay vigilant. If you're not 100% sure, you can always ask your teammates, especially your first day, your first week, heck, your first year, first 6 months of the company. It's like they want you to ask questions. So, hey, if you're in that type of situation, you can always ask. And yeah, that was the only time I ever felt for something, at my company. But yeah, it sucks. But hey, I'm still here. I'm still grinding. And yeah, mistakes happen, but what you do with those mistakes is really what's important. So yeah, just want to make a quick video kind of just going over again one of my mistakes. Hopefully you guys can like remember list some of your, maybe cybersecurity mistakes you either made maybe at the job or maybe it was just like in your personal life throughout the years. But